All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we going. All right, Shalom. All
Shalom.
praises goes to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors goes out to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And much love and peace and blessings goes out to all you hopeful elect brothers that are teaching the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, as well as the sincere listeners that are coming back to your power, repenting across the four winds of the earth. So, we're the brothers from GMS Kansas City coming back with a lesson, impromptu show just to go in on the slur of events. What we're going to call this is Purge election year. Because basically, like, the events that's happening right now this week, this is what, October 2nd, 2020. We're about a month and a half away from the November elections. The elections happened during the end of November. November 3rd. So we like a month away from basically all hell breaking loose. You know, we can't say for a certain whether it's going to be hundreds of people dead on that day, but that's what we hope and pray for, because our goal and our mission is to endure until the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai actually comes back, man. So think about it. This is prophetic times. It's when you brothers can get Matthew the 24th chapter. You can start at 1 actually. Matter of fact, start at 3. You brothers can hop in there, whatever, man. It's just.
I had a quick one before you got down.
Yeah,
This is Luke chapter 12, verse 51. It says, "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3.
Right, so that's the division that's happening.
Right.
And that's mainly through the spirit of the Most High dealing with you. As far as like you brothers out there and few sisters, when you came into the truth, the Most High divided you away from these wicked people of the world. When it comes to most of your family, you don't really vibe with them like that. They all in the world. They worried about building their businesses, their career, etc. Being in the church, all this other madness. But also, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has brought division to America, man.
Right.
So that's like the main thing of relevance. You have the far left, which is like all these Antifa members and so forth that's protesting in Oregon. They protesting all across America. And then you have the far right, which is who's down with Donald Trump. And they ain't going for the bullshit either, man. They out there armed with guns. They out there in Louisville behind the Breonna Taylor protest. So it's a very bloody and turbulent situation that's brewing all across this country, man.
Right.
You know, on top of having the COVID-19 lockdowns, everybody's fucking losing their job. So it's crazy right now. It's crazy. It's the perfect storm for people to go out in the streets and actually start killing each other, because these people just hate each other, man. God. Just like Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that's what he does, man. This is how he moves. He can bring a division to your nation if you put oppression on his people, man. That's what you've done, nothing but done bloodshed and wickedness to the Hebrew Israelites, and that's why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is destroying you, man. So just like matter of fact, we're gonna go into that, but I'm gonna mention it. Gideon, when Gideon, the nation of Israel came against the Midianites, I should say, came against the nation of Israel and was looking to enslave us and conquer us. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai delivered us by the hands of 300 men. And what he did was, in the camp of the Midianites, brought division, and they started killing each other. So this is like the exact same scenario. Right. It's to the spirit where it's going to be Egyptian versus Egyptian, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And if I might add, you know, if you're looking as the reason why he's coming in that spirit of division, is because he hates this world and this place.
Right.
When he comes back, he's coming to destroy and judge, which most of you people, if you know anything about the Lord, you know somewhat about judgment. That he comes to bring recompense for sin. And this place called America has been the pinnacle, the epicenter of sin upon the face of the whole fucking earth.
Yeah. So just recently you had the first transgender Sports Illustrated bikini model, man. Oh, what kind of shit is that?
Yeah, that's
the nigga's a dude, but he got a fucking a spaghetti thong on, man. What kind of shit is that?
Hell no, man.
This shit gotta go. So this is the point where Yahweh Shem is at. Yahweh Shem Shai is at. He just gotta start killing you people, man.
That's right. So
He's doing it in different ways. Salaki, bro.
About it. You good, huh? But so he's not coming for this mindset, because your mentality of you Americans is now's the time we need to stick together. We need to come on one page, one accord. We need to join hands with each other. We need to get rid of quote unquote racism to make this place great again and come together. But no, the Lord is coming to destroy this place. He's not happy with it. So he's going to come to seek division. You can't be in this mentality that we all need to vote and put the blame on one individual, a fucking orange-faced, red-faced Edomite, as the cause of all this shit.
I had a quick one.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Woo!
And
As the spirit is going to be Egyptian against Egyptian. So that represents American versus American. Because Egypt, this is the new Egypt we live in today. Y'all just to get a precept to prove that point about Egypt, get Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Real quick, hold your Matthew, just get Deuteronomy 28 and 68. This will prove who the modern day Egyptians are and who that's referring to in Isaiah, the 19th chapter.
Mm-hmm. But just to read it again, Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Yeah, so it's city against city, because you see there's certain isolated areas, like you got the protests going on in Portland, you got the protests going on in what was it different place?
You got Louisville, Seattle.
Seattle's a big place, because you had what was known as the Chaz, the Capitol Hill autonomous zone, man. Yeah. And it was basically they pinned it on a Jake. All of a sudden, a nigga with dreads in the rap industry, he go, you know what I'm saying? The nigga he took up some AKs and said, you know, but it's all set up. It's contrived, but it's also through the spirit, because everything happens through the spirit. Like Esau has his plans, like he's setting up these situations, but Yahweh Shem Shai put in his mind to do it. So everything happens through the word of the Lord. And you devils, you gonna learn to fear Yahweh Shem Shai. Go ahead and get Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way thereof I spake unto thee.
Right, so the Lord said he's going to bring us into Egypt again with ships. So, like the brother pulled up, you got on the dollar bill, this is on with the back of the dollar bill, and it's a pyramid. And what land is known for having pyramids? It's the land of Egypt.
That's right.
You see? So this is what does that mean? Egypt was a year over years of our captivity in the ancient world when the Israelites served hard labor, and likewise here in America, we've been here for 500 years plus being in captivity, man. Here you got the obelisk, right? The Egyptian obelisk. This is actually the monument of George Washington, man. Yep. The Washington Monument, and you have the same replicas of these statues out there in Egypt. Right, so America copied Egypt in every way because this is spiritually Egypt, and that's why it says. Read that again, brother, in Deuteronomy.
It says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships."
With ships, so that's why the Israelites came over here in cargo slave ships, and we had to serve captivity underneath these Edomites. But see, now Yahweh Shem Shai is turning it around, because He has given us the words of life. He's given us this doctrine back, so we able to repent and come back to Him. You know what I'm saying? We shook up the nations in the ancient world through coming back to Him, but it's happening all over again.
It's a little bit more on
this. Yeah, go ahead, Isaiah.
That's that Egyptian obelisk. If you can see, that's identical to the Washington Monument. What the fuck does this have to do with anything of America? It's Egyptian.
And they say what is it like 20 feet above, or 200 feet above the, like 222 feet in the air, and there's 444 feet underground.
That's right.
So that's 666.
And this is Alexandria, Egypt. And if you ever play that game, Assassin's Creed,
they got the same thing in there. Yep.
Yeah, that map has everything identical to what was going on in ancient Egypt. And you could physically see so many of these monuments I just showed you all throughout Alexandria, Egypt. So that proves right there this place is spiritually called Egypt. And another part of the Bible says spiritually called Sodom. And what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah was homosexuality, butt fucking and fucking coochie munching.
God. Yeah,
You know?
that spirit is heavy too.
Hey, could you put
Like these
the image
bitches,
of,
like what's her name? Megan the Stallion.
Come.
You got Megan the Stallion out here. You know, so this is spiritually Egypt. You know, just like all the different gods. Baphomet, that actually goes back to an Egyptian god named Abdemnejek, man. Abdemnejek, something to that effect. But it's like a horned ram god.
Yeah.
That was in ancient Egypt, man.
Dark. Because it's a pyramid in Memphis too,
God.
which goes into it, and I believe that the pyramid in Memphis is on the same longitude as the one in Egypt, man. So that's meticulously planned out. But going back to this Isaiah 19:2, it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom."
Khan.
And
King,
it's like,
yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
"And the
Finish that.
spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof."
Right, so that's the spirit failing here. That's what's happening now. Cause look, nobody has a fucking job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What is it, like 800,000 people last week filed for unemployment?
Mm-hmm.
This shit ain't. It's not going in nothing positive for America.
Right.
It's over for this place, and it's on a slow. It's actually on a rapid decline.
Yep.
This is worse than the economic depression of 2009.
Yeah.
Because it's that bubble that actually collapsed now. Because they try to mask the economy collapsing under COVID-19 because the lockdown. Well, it's not lockdown anymore, but more people are filing for unemployment.
Right.
It's because the shit is just collapsing. It's over. We actually been out of the lockdown for several months now. You would think things would pick up, people would go by and shit, but no, it's irreversible because the judgment Yahweh Bashim Shai is bringing upon this place. And just like because we referencing the movie called Purge Election Year, well, in that movie called the recent Purge was the first Purge. In the beginning of the movie, it showed you multitude of people protesting, man, protesting it out on the streets behind. There was protests for whatever reason in the movie, but that mirrors what's going on today. And that was a movie that came out 2 years ago. So these elites, they actually know what they're doing. They put it in movies as secret codes to let other elites know what is going to go on. Mm-hmm. To let celebrities and actors know what they're going to do. But the men of the Lord see this because we can go into the scriptures and dive into this information, man. Mm-hmm. So, brother, go back to Matthew 24. It's more yours, man.
Yeah, just to finish it, it's Isaiah 19:3. "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof."
Right, the council is being destroyed right now. Look at the presidential debate.
Right.
That represents your council. Is that in blue letter, brother? You got that pulled up? Because look up that word for council, man. Because the council is basically these politicians and when people come together to seek for a benefit. You know what I'm saying? When people have council, they come together to solve issues, yeah. Right? So now ain't nothing being solved. Right. When the Democrats and Republicans can't go in the same room and have a talk, the evidence is with Donald Trump and my nigga Biden, man.
It's just more
crazy Biden.
It's more issues.
Pedo Biden.
Creepy.
Nigga talking about he all he remembers is children on his lap.
That's right.
It's exposed, man. You devils, you out of there, man. It's Jacob time. It's Jake time. It's right. The Jake over, man. As brother like to say.
You want that definition?
Yeah, give me it.
This is counsel. This is H3289. Advice by implication, plan, also prudence, advice, advisement, purpose.
Mm-hmm. So what has been the purpose of this place? Is basically to oppress us. You know what I'm saying? So these elites, they're scared right now. They're actually running scared. They're running scared because they know that their time is short. You know what I'm saying? If funny brothers can hold, Revelation 2, where it says the devil though he had for a short time.
I have this quick article to
Go
back
ahead,
up
bro.
what you were saying about this depression.
Go into it.
This is from BBC News. This coronavirus worst economic crisis since 1930s depression. IMF says. So they're actually comparing this to the Great Depression of the 1930s that went into like the 1940s, which actually led up to World War II. It was that depression that really got America involved, because when it comes to a country economically downfalling or spiraling out of control, the solution to always fix that problem is to go to war to gain resources and land and country to feed into that economy. And they can also kill off a lot of the population, because you had so many people being born and people not dying quick enough. And that's exactly what's happening with America. With war balances that out when it comes to Esau's mentality.
Right. You said, well, you shall live by the sword. That's how Esau, he gets his dope. Like the top elite, the 1%, they profit millions upon billions to trillions of dollars off of war. They what was it? A quote of the elites that said the best time to invest is when there's blood in the streets.
Yep.
So they know how to make, okay, I'm gonna invest in this because this situation has happened over here. I know to put my money in this because this is gonna rise based upon this war happening over there. They know the science behind this wickedness, man. But it's all wickedness, man. It's all fucking falsehood. But that's why Yahweh Shem Shai is coming to bring an end to this fucking bullshit, this madness, man. We're going to have a righteous system based upon the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai. And when you heathens get out of order, we're going to just fuck you up, man. Isn't that going to be no need for deceit and trickery? Because the scriptures tell us that you're going to openly give us of your riches. It said we shall drink of the milk of the Gentiles, man. So you're going to come to Jerusalem and give us your substance, man, because we're going to be so righteous, man.
That's right, And one more point I wanted to add before we grab some more. The reason why we're showing you these monuments and the reason why the scriptures does not physically in word verbatim say America in it, the prophets did not see the physical word for word term America back then. These are things that we're reading about that was written thousands of years ago. So when they got visions of the future, they saw these monuments such as this. They saw the back of the dollar bills that had the pyramids on it. They saw the Washington Monument as being a pagan Egyptian obelisk. So when we're telling you that America is going to be destroyed and we're reading about it and giving you comparison is because it's true. They saw a vision of the future, and when we show you these things right here, it gives you an idea to know that, hey, it's talking about the place that we walking and talking and breathing in right now. In this land is the judgment's going to come. And when we give physical comparisons as far as you look into the monuments, but not just the monuments, look into what the cultural traditions and customs go. You got like the example, the ties, the business ties and suits. That necktie custom comes from Egypt. That's actually a dick that people are hanging on their necks. That was in Egypt. That was ancient Egyptian custom. The bow ties, ancient Egyptian custom. You know, all these different kinds. Sunday worship.
Beer.
Beer, yep. What else? Queen of Heaven worship. Worshiping the woman. All that goes back into ancient Egypt.
Yeah, because Mary, the mother, what they call the quote-unquote mother of God, goes back to Isis.
Yep.
Of the ancient world, man.
That's right.
So all this shit they inherit from Egypt and shit. Because this system is totally contrary to life. It's totally contrary to the Bible. You know? And that's what we live in.
God.
I got Revelation.
You got more on the article, bro?
Oh, that's it on that.
Okay. You got which one?
Revelation 12.
Yeah, read that, bro. Okay, because the another point I want to hold in on is that bipartisan argument you have between the right and the left. Like we mentioned it earlier, but the thing is, like, you have videos come out. It was like Trump. He what he said when he was asked a certain question. He was asked to denounce white supremacy. He said, "Stand back." What he say? Stand by and stand back.
Yeah.
But he was referencing the Proud Boys, which is a fucking mercenary group. Not mercenary, but a militia.
Told him to stand by.
Stand by, because look, shit is gonna be popping if I don't get back in office.
Yep.
You know.
And he also said, if they asked him would there be a peaceful transition of power, he basically said, I can't promise anything.
Right, God.
Yep.
He said we're gonna ask for another 12. If we can't get 4, we'll get 12.
Yep.
This is that Revelation 12 and 12. It said, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
So lucky. Let's talk about Esau. Let's talk about Esau coming down with that sword because he has a short time.
That's right.
He has a short time of his rulership. So that's why we see the measures being taken to push out a vaccine for COVID-19. That's why we see all these militias don't know what to do with themselves. You know what I'm saying? They just itching for something to go down. Because Esau knows within his spirit, you know, he can't necessarily go into the scriptures and tell you what's happening. But in the spirit, you look at the situation, all these people strung out on drugs, they strung out on meth. You know what I'm saying? Your granddaughter's a meth addict. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about you Edomites. You know, you just lost your job.
Right.
You see all these niggas rising up, knocking out random Edomites.
Yeah,
So you just know that it's over for you. And plus the elites know on a whole different level. The elites know way more than the average Edomite because they see us. The elites actually watch us. The elites actually watch every sit down that we do. And they know, they look at that, they see chariots, they counsel with these witches and warlocks that talk to the spiritual demon Satan. And what they're saying is, hey, it's over, bro. It's over, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
That's right. You got more on Revelation?
No, I good.
All right, Con. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many...
Right, because there's a lot of deception that's going on right now, man. A lot of deception and deceiving. That's why Yahushua said that. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Right, so that's a lot of what the spirit of a lot of churches go in saying Christ, Christ. But the name of the Most High is not Christ. The name of the Lord is not Christ. The name of the Lord is Yahushua. But that's what name they're coming in. You also got false messiahs amongst even those that say, call on the name of Yahushua. Because you got dudes like ICPK. They're false messiahs. Because what they don't tell you that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. Now they got a lot of the doctrine correct. We'll give them that. But the thing is, you're set up to warn the people. So if you neglect from telling the children of Israel what their fate is going to be, what is it really worth?
No.
What's really worth you telling them they're Israelite, but you just tell them to took the chip? You might as well just tell them they're Muslim.
Right.
Because they're going to die anyway. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Mm-hmm.
For nation shall rise against nation, and
right,
kingdom...
you see nation rising against nation right now, because the nation that it mentions right there is actually talking about different nationalities. So you have Jacob versus Esau. That's really the main thing happening right now, because you ain't see like Ishmael fighting Moab
right
here in America. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen Ham getting into it with Esau. No, it's Jacob versus Esau, man. That's the theme. Jacob is finally speaking up. And they, even though they not doing it righteously, they with that whole Black Lives Matter movement, but they are rising up. They are saying, you know, this is a fucking chaotic position, but you niggas, you don't get it because you don't go into the scriptures, man. You talk about a random nigga that gets shot by the police, man. Fuck them niggas. It's about your people, man. What the Lord did to, what Esau did to our people. They put us in chattel slavery for 400 plus years. How many of you jakes are standing up for that? You groan and moan about a random nigga that was selling drugs in his house gets shot by the police, but what about everything that this devil did to us? We actually go into the intricate details of what this devil has done.
Yeah, it's bigger than George Floyd.
It's
man.
way bigger than these
Bigger
niggas,
than
man.
Breonna Taylor, man.
It's way bigger than that.
This is a rivalry that's been going on for thousands of years, man. And now we about to see the final conclusion.
God.
And in that final conclusion, it's going to get bloody on both sides, man.
That's right.
But the Lord predicted that the elect, Jacob, what it say, Isaiah 14:1. I will yet choose Jacob, and we're gonna oppress our oppressors, man. So what they say in the sports, the fix is in, man.
That's right.
The fix is in for our nation to come out on top, but we just have to get rid of the fat. The fat meaning these wicked ass 2/3 niggas that we don't need a part of our nation. That's all it is. Cause the Lord gonna save His elect at the end of the day. It's just about getting rid of these niggas.
That's right.
That's right. You brothers mind if I play this quick clip on this damn devil?
Yeah, you can play it. Go ahead.
For audio.
Scared of black retribution. We're scared of black.
I'm gonna rewind this a little
We don't want to
bit.
lose dominant white people.
Yeah, put it a little bit closer to the thing.
We're scared. We're scared of black retribution. We're scared of black vengeance.
That's the point right there, man. That's why these damn devils are coming down on you for great wrath. This is a damn Edomite, confessions of a fucking Edomite, that said he's scared of black retribution and black vengeance. These devils know within their spirit everything they did to our people, man.
Right.
And here you have it out of the mouth of a straight country bunkin' redneck, man. A fat pork chop eating motherfucking redneck that's been coming out with videos for the past 2 years of regrets. Feeling sorry, man. And he's been coming out with videos like this, sobbing, sighing, crying for his birthright, his blessing. We scared of black retribution is what he said. And that's in the spirit of every last one of these fucking devils, including President Trump. Donald J. Trump, man. So that's why they turning up right now. They understand through their spirit. They can feel they're losing that grasp, man. Mm-hmm. They're losing it.
All right. I appreciate it.
Go ahead, man.
Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
So that's the patience and faith of the Israelites. That you devils actually go into captivity, man.
Right.
And that's what's gonna happen.
And
you're gonna be slaughtered because of the things that you've done to our people. You've done unimaginable atrocities, man. Unimaginable that you would have this day to pay for, man. Go to Isaiah 14:21 real quick, bro.
Yeah. This Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers."
Right. The average Edomite know exactly the history what happened, man. They have selective hearing. They try to act like what happened didn't happen, but they know, and they spirit they know. But even if you don't know, you're gonna find out, because Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna bring the shit to your door. In they spirit, this is what Esau is trying to prevent. He's trying to prevent that sword slaughter from being put upon him. Mm-hmm. So that's why the movement is to buy guns, to arm yourself, stockpile food.
Right.
They're getting in preparation for an emergency. So
right.
What is the real emergency? The emergency is payback for your ass, man. You stole America. You slaughtered the Gadites, the Native American Indians, on down to the Issacharites for their land, on down to the tribes in the Caribbeans for their land, the Simeonites, the Manassites, the Ephraimites. All right, you slaughtered the people of Zebulun. In Central America, you slaughtered the people of South America, which is Asher, Naphtali. Okay, this is what you did, man. So this is what you getting paid back for.
Right.
The Lord has prepared a slaughter for you. He's prepared you to get put to death in a horrible way.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And they can feel in their spirit that they got it coming. They can feel in their spirit that they did wrong, but they can't explain what they did wrong because you don't understand the concept that you are back in the flesh of reincarnation. All the motherfuckers that was feeding our children as alligator baits back in times of slavery, they're back today. They're born again in the flesh. And so a lot of them can't stand the pressure. So they're like Esau is comparison to a rabid dog that's backed into a corner. This dog then went out and slaughtered and tore all types of flesh and killed, but that dog is backed into the corner. What happens when you back a dog into a corner?
Goes crazy.
He's going to go crazy and snap back. So Esau is gathering up his guns. He don't understand that, why it's happening to him, but through the spirit he's going to see. And the Most High is bad, man.
God.
Because he's going to put it to where, that's like the ultimate perfect vengeance. they get born into a flesh, into this world, not knowing what they did in their past life. But at the last second, the Lord can put in their spirit in remembrance. You the motherfucker that just fucking raped a fucking so-called black man on the ground, man. Buck breaking. And you that same goddamn devil that's gonna get a fucking bullet and bomb shoved up your damn ass, man.
Yeah. That's why I say in Revelation 13, it's the patience and faith of the saints, because when you come into this truth, you know that there's a power that's not going to let all the heinous and gruesome things go unpunished.
Yep.
That's right. You know, even though you might think about all the bullshit that Esau has done, you have an understanding of, you know what, he didn't get away with anything.
Yeah.
Put it like that, man. Nothing is gotten away with. Everything is gonna recompense, and not only is gonna be recompensed, and the scriptures say it's gonna be recompensed double.
That's right,
So it's really gonna hurt your ass, man.
Yeah, that's right.
So what do you brothers get? 2nd Ezra 15 and 14.
Got it.
Yeah, that's the time we living in, man.
This is book of 2nd Ezra 15 verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Right, woe means destruction, man. Why is this destruction happening? Because all the pedophilia, the sexual misconduct, the satanic worship, the Christianity, okay, the total denial and rejection of the word of the Most High amongst you Israelites, as well as the iniquities of you other nations, what you did to our people. So now the Lord pronounced woe to you. Woe means destruction. It said to the world and them that dwell therein. It means you people. You're going to be fucked up. This is the time that we're living in. Go ahead.
And it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
Right, it's near. It's near. We see it. You had the wildfires of California. You also had wildfires going not simultaneously, but consecutively from year to year. You also had the wildfires of Australia. So these are signs that your destruction is near. It's near to come. All right, you got the so-called black man rising up, even though it's a lot of agents in that leadership, but it's happening. You got us as a sign, the prophets of the Lord. So it's a sign, right? Because what Jeremiah 28, I believe it's 28, where it says the prophets before me, before thee of old, both prophesied of destruction.
Right.
All right. So once the prophets is on the scene, that destruction is about to happen. All right. So go ahead and finish that 2nd Ezra.
It says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh."
Right, the sword. And what is the sword? The sword is Esau Edom. The sword is really people marching around with guns. Because what's the modern day sword? People ain't go, okay, I got this gladius on me. You know what I'm saying? Like a Roman, I got a katana.
Right.
Even though it's going to be crazy motherfuckers like that with a machete just hacking people down, the main tool for destruction is going to be the guns. People are going to walk around with SMGs, AK-47s, AR-15s. You know these Edomites love their AR-15s. There's plenty of them in this country. So those tools was not made for no reason. They about to get used. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, "And one people shall stand up to fight against another."
Right. So what is that? Race wars. That's race wars. That's Israelite versus Edomite. That's Moabite versus Elamite. You know what I'm saying? Because every one of the nations is going to cling onto their own people. So it's going to be a chaotic environment.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And it says, "And swords in their hands."
Right, swords in their hands. That's the gun, as we mentioned. Go ahead.
"For there shall be sedition among men."
Right, so sedition. Hey, if Trump don't get back in office, these Proud Boys are gonna fucking go crazy, man. Even if Trump gets in there, the left, the Antifa, they gonna turn up even more. They're gonna do more than what they're doing now. You think Portland and motherfucking Seattle was a big deal? They go let all this shit on fire. We pray to Yahweh about Shemel Shai and turn up. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, America is in a lose-lose situation.
Lose.
Either way, it could go bad, go left.
Right. Hey, because the Lord counseled again. Like, remember it mentioned the counsel of this place is going to fail. Because like what? Because what? The governments, they come together for the benefit of the people. They introduced that stimulus package and all that shit. But it's failing though. It did. Hey, the stimulus didn't do shit. Niggas just spent the $1,200 and they back broke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's your counsel failing. But the counsel of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai is to destroy this place, and it's not failing. It's prospering actually. All people getting sick, getting fucked up, the vaccine around the way. Go ahead, my brother. Second measures.
And it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard."
Right, and we're just below that point of men starting to go in each other's houses, because what's going to cause that? A famine. Yeah, they're going to mention it. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to."
I think you skipped the part, bro. Go back to where it said they shall invade one another.
God, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes."
Oh, then never mind. Salaki, it's down more. Go ahead, brother.
And it says, "In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For the pride."
So that's a blockade.
Con.
That's when the troops come in
Right.
and lock everything
Yeah.
down.
The FEMA regions.
Right.
Because you got 10, where it said in Revelation, the 10th part of the city fell. You have 10 different FEMA regions when in an emergency, the shit gets shut down. So if you in motherfucking Kansas, you ain't gonna go to New York. If you're in Miami, you're not gonna travel out west to wherever you want. Hey, you ain't gonna go out the country. Because the shit gonna be shut down. And they show you they have the ability to do that behind the lockdown. Because nobody was able to travel. Donald Trump put a travel ban. You couldn't go to Europe. You can't go to the Middle East. You can't go to China. When that shit kicks off, the Emergency Powers Act comes into play, it's going to be all shut down.
And going to the earlier part in that verse, it talk about invading one another, man. And here in Kansas City, the hood and the rich white motherfucking neighborhoods is right next to each other, man.
Yep.
And there ain't a lot of grocery stores. There ain't a lot of resources in the hood, man. So once that shit run out, as we always say, where you think they're going, man?
That's right.
You know, niggas. You got kick those niggas in here already, kicking those for drugs, for money. So how crazy you think they gonna go when it comes to food? When it comes to water?
Oh, well, that's a 5-minute drive from Prospect.
It's light.
Where the niggas be at to goddamn Plaza and Ward Parkway, man.
Bro,
that shit is right next to each other.
That's light. But the Most High put you Edomites in a snare that way, man. And I know a lot of cities is like that, but we just speaking on what we know here in Kansas City. That's a snare for you Edomites. Cause when shit gets cracking and they shut down these cities, where you gonna go, man? It's gonna be niggas in your quiet, nice Edomite neighborhoods that you like to get away from niggas. They gonna be kicking in your door.
God.
That's right. It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor."
Right, no pity, man. No pity, no regard for. Then he ain't gonna give a fuck if the nigga crippled. Here it is. He was helping an old lady take her bags into the house every other day. Now he gonna say, "Fuck that bitch, man. I'm about to go take all her rice."
Yep.
That's how it's gonna be, because it said no pity upon a neighbor.
That's right.
So he gonna care. The nigga got 4 kids. Nah, nigga, I need your shit. My family hungry. I don't give a damn. I'm about to go in your house and take everything you got. But that's gonna be the mind of these people, though. When it comes to the man of the Lord, we actually, Lord's willing, you know, you pray to Yahweh Shem Shai, we could be good, man. So go ahead, brother.
It says, "The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation."
See, so that shows you the cause of why this is happening. The lack of bread. So the famine. It's going to be a famine out here because these grocery stores is going to be out of food, man. And plus, we seen articles coming out from CNN around the time the lockdown first happened, where they say a biblical famine is coming.
Yep.
Because it's set up. It's set up. If you brothers out there, you follow that guy, Ice Age Farmer. He does a lot of digging in deep behind, you know, the farmer industry and where money is going and how food is moving. But basically, they had this planned event they called a game, which was hosted by this top pedophile of the Democrats named John Podesta. Was basically them controlling the food and the resources, man, showing how they can cut shit off. If we do this, we make this move, We can stop this city from having food. We can stop. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna do. It's for control, because the same similar situation happened during the time of Egypt when Joseph, our righteous ancestor, was in that land. What happened? Because there was famine, there was a necessity of a certain product. People sold out to actually get that, to get food.
Yeah, they sold. I think they got to the point where they sold
They
themselves.
Yeah, they sold first. They sold their goods.
The
Then they sold their land. Then they sold themselves.
Right.
So that's how the people, because Esau wants you to take the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
So he wants you to sell yourself, right? To go to this place because we got food over here. We got this over here. We'll pay your rent. We'll give you such amount of money. Just take the chip and we'll give you that.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's what's gonna happen. But before that happens, Esau is gonna allow all type of chaos. He's gonna allow all, because Esau can come in at any point and put shit on lockdown. But he's gonna allow people to go into each other's house. Famine to carry on out for 3-4 months. Look, if that happens, I can't put a timestamp on it, but we just what is it called? So to speak. He's gonna allow that shit so people be desperate. He's gonna cause desperation, so where people gonna take the chip. We see that with Amazon GoPay.
Yep.
Where it's just it's the little device, we hook it up to your phone. You just put your hand over it, and now you could pay. You don't need no card.
That's right.
He's conditioning you people, man.
It's like they call it like a bait and a hook type of trap, because this chip's gonna come out and it's gonna have so much amount of credit on there, so many thousands of dollars of credit that you can use to swipe, or it might have actual money. They'll tell you that you'll be given like with a certain balance that's gonna be on a card, but instead of being on a card, it's gonna be on an RFID microchip this big.
Okay.
And they're gonna tell people, hey, go get the chip, because this is what the whole purpose of that stimulus check came out for, is to get people in condition that I can depend on a government system to provide me with some type of funds in this hard, adverse situation. So the next stimulus checks, or the next future stimulus rounds of stimulus checks, when they come out, they're going to come out on that little microchip. And they're going to say, if you want your money, get this put in your hand and your head. And
Right.
people are going to flock to get it, not knowing they just put themselves in a trick bag. Because yes, you just got some money to buy some goods temporarily, but what they're not going to tell you is they're going to turn that motherfucker off from making any purchases. The whole goal was just to get the shit put in your body to make you the perfect slave. So now they can get an exact count on how many individuals they have in the United States, who they want to kill off, control the numbers, who's thinking what, who's going this way, however may be it. And they're going to have you motherfuckers in damn sweatshops in the FEMA camps working as slaves, and you won't even have a mental capacity to know what you're doing, because you're going to be totally mind controlled. You'll be the perfect slave zombie.
Mm-hmm.
So because they're going to use hunger, they're going to use a squeeze, and they're going to use all these different chaotic events that they're going to set up to make everybody flock to go get that damn mark of the beast. The microchip implant, the RFID microchip implant. That chip is going to have money on it. People are going to get it.
Yep.
And once they get it, you're stuck. You're caught. You can't pull the motherfucker out. This thing has so much damn tech in it from all the signals they got with all these towers they done had pre-built out during this pandemic. It's going to send so much signals to your brain. This thing has the capability of mind-to-mind communication. They're going to literally be able to program your brainwaves. You will not be able to think for yourself.
Elon Musk. That dude Elon Musk, he came out with that, what's it called? I forgot what it's
Neuralink.
Yep.
Neuralink. So that's the mark
that's the
in
one that
your
goes in your
forehead.
head. Yep.
So that's what all this shit is leading to, man. Esau has a plan. Esau, he knows all the stages. He's bringing the division. Even like we spoke on, it is Yahweh Shem Shai ultimately, but he put the spirit on the elites to plan out these events. Because what the Lord is doing, he's bringing mass judgment. Because most of the people on this earth are wicked, man. Most people on this earth, what? They are homosexuals. They agree with homosexuality. They into witchcraft.
Yep.
They're Christians. They're Muslims. All right. They're feminists.
Yep.
They're simps.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Simple ass niggas paying for a thought OnlyFans, man.
Yep.
You niggas gonna die, man. The how about you Shai setting you up to get put to death? This for you, nigga.
It's fuck your nigga bitch ass niggas, man.
Yeah, adultery ass niggas, man. Niggas with dreads.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas all in the world. This is for you, man. How about you try to put the spirit under the leash to fucking kill you, man?
Yep.
That's right.
And this is all planned because going back to the chip, you know, the one of the quotes for the New World Order is "order out of chaos," man.
That's right.
So they are planning on starting that fire. They're planning on causing these massive disruptions in society to bring that chip. That chip is going to bring so-called stability, and people are going to run to that because America has got people so comfortable, man.
That's right.
They comfortable. They expect food to be in the grocery store. They expect, you know, certain luxuries to be given to them. So when it's not there, they're gonna do anything in their power to get it back, man. Why you think motherfuckers is wearing masks?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because they want to
They
go
going
back.
for it.
Yeah, they want to go back to what it used to be, man.
Yep.
But hey,
They're
that
going back.
Because Esau give you those slight promises of, okay, we do this, then we can get back to this. And
Yeah.
trick your mind to think if you listen to him, then you will get your life back. But you fall by the lies of the devil. Because you don't need shit what he said in the first place. But these people are just so simple and gullible, they go for it. So funny brothers can get Ezekiel 21 and 9. And if before we get that, you brothers can, matter of fact, we get Ezekiel 21 first, because we could get whatever y'all need after that, because we're gonna close out.
This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and 9. Son of man, prophesy and say.
And that's what we doing with prophesying. Yahweh Shem Shai called his men to prophesy. So this is our job. This is our duty. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Ezekiel 21 and 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Right, the sword is sharpened. What does that mean? Esau's technology. He has tanks, missiles, laser beams,
Radio guns.
helicopters, guns,
Yeah.
machine guns. And I'm talking about real machine guns, the shit where Esau got to sit there and feed them. You know what I'm saying? You know that whole round, it's like a whole 100 rounds. I know you know about that. But like you actually have to have a person to feed the gun to where if he don't, he got that.
Yeah.
That's that furbished sword.
Drones.
Because when something is furbished, it means it's new, it's pristine. Like you buy an iPhone straight out the case, it don't got no cracks on it, it's nothing. You just pick it up and use it. And you pick it up and do whatever you want. That's the sword.
Perfect.
That's the sword of Esau, man. Go ahead, brother.
Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
Right, it's the purpose. It shows you why it's sharp. It's not sharp to look good in the display case.
Right.
It's sharpened so that it can kill, to make a sword slaughter among the people. And that is what? Martial law. The Agenda 21. The Rex 84 agenda. To kill majority of you Israelites. This is why the sword is coming. It's coming for you. Go ahead. And don't say you, I mean you niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Ezekiel 21 and 10. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Right. It's not time for mirth, man. IUIC. It's not time to fucking kick it, man.
Hell
We
no.
ain't in the kingdom yet. It's time to repent.
Yeah.
These brothers should be on repent mode.
Yep.
Because we sin and we go up. We still these wicked ass bodies, man, that force us to go off. So what do we have to do? We have to seek the Lord and get on our knees and pray. Fast. Put ashes on your head.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say, you know, it's going to be a thief in the night for a lot of these people.
Right, because they ain't right. They ain't getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
When the thief comes, you ain't ready. You got your screen door open and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your house is
Wide open.
Yeah, your
Window
shit is
open.
wide open. You just ready to get robbed.
Yeah.
That's you people, man. You ain't took the precaution. And I'm talking Israel, because the rest of you nations, you can't repent. So you Israelites out there, you are, like the scriptures say, you're settled on your lees. Like the Lord said, I will punish them that are settled on their lees. That's in Zechariah. I will search Jerusalem with candlesticks, because you have not taken the actions, right? The exact method it takes to seek your Lord, so the destruction won't be upon you. You haven't smitten the doorpost with the blood of the Lamb. We have. so to speak. Lord's will, we be of that number, but brothers have what? Woken up. You acknowledge the truth. You acknowledge Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You acknowledge you're an Israelite. A lot of our people know they're Israelites.
Yep.
But are they repentant? No. They don't take the truth serious.
Right.
You got the nigga woman talking about, oh, I'm an Israelite, and she in the church, man. Next week talking to Pastor Pork Chop. You think she gonna dodge that sword? Hell no. The sword gonna come on her ass. Go ahead, bro.
Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Right, the slayer is Esau. The slayer is the one who handles the sword. The one to whom the sword was given. That's Esau. You read the blessing of Esau in Genesis 27. So we know this is a what? It's an end time prophecy. There has been never a time like this before. The ancient Egyptians, they had chariots and bows and arrows and shit. They have what Esau got right now. Mm-hmm. Esau got shit. He could shoot 1,000 bullets at your ass at one time. Just boom, just explode your whole building. Mm-hmm. He got a ray gun. He could melt you from the top of your crown of your head all the way down to your goddamn ankle in 2.5 seconds.
Shit, them drones, man, you won't hear a damn thing coming.
Right.
All you see is shit just blowing up around you.
Yep. That's right, bro.
You don't even see him you don't hear nothing. It's just
you're just dead. You don't even hear it. You're just dead before you know it. You in the spirit world.
Yeah. You just wake up like, what the fuck?
You just wake up in the spirit world like, damn, what happened?
God.
Go ahead, bro. It's more on that, bro.
Ezekiel chapter 21 verse 12. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people.
Ooh, so that lets you know it's going to be on the Israelites. Why isn't they saying this, man? Why isn't Nate or the IUIC saying this, man? Mm-hmm. Why isn't ISUPK going into this, man? Because them niggas sold out. Alright? But we here to warn our people so in hopes that the elect can get right. Because we can't stop the sword from coming down. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai already said it. We can't say, well, look, Israel, please repent. We want Israel. Please stop Israel. Israel, wake up. We want the nation to make it, please. No. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai ain't dealing with the whole nation, man. He's dealing with the elect. Right. So we just hope through the skin of our teeth that we make it, man. As the scriptures say. Go ahead, brother.
Ezekiel 21 and 12. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel.
Right, the princes, because the princes represent those that are on high. People that have esteem in our nation. To the rappers, to the entertainers, to the false prophets in Israel, to the church pastors. All of you guys, man. Go ahead, brother.
It said, terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh.
Right, to smite upon your thigh is a state of mourning. When you're so pissed off, you say, you hit yourself. But that's going to be how, sore and how crucial and how fucking devastating this destruction is actually going to be. It's actually going to be devastating to the point like when in the book of Lamentations when Jeremiah was speaking of it, he said he was weeping for the daughter of his people. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just seen some crazy shit. When the Babylonians rolled through, he's seen women getting raped, getting their throats slit open, getting decapitated, old men, old niggas with bald hair. He got gray hair. It just, you get stumped out. Like the Babylonians just stump him to death. Jeremiah seen that. He's seen all of that, but we're going to see it too. Because we live amongst a wicked, like the scriptures say, amongst a wicked, perverse generation, man.
Right.
Niggas sitting here taking all they fucking theology from a goddamn nigga woman, man. You follow Meg Thee Stallion, man. What type of men are you, man? What type of men are you? You a bunch of niggas. You a sissies, man. The nation of Israel is comprised of sissies and whores.
Undesirables.
That's
That's right.
So that's why the Lord gotta fucking kill you, man. So I think that shit on that. Your brothers could bring out your precepts going into whatever.
I got
all
one more. It's the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh." But the brother was mentioning, you're gonna have so many people that's been so concerned and wrapped up with pursuing the things of the world. This is why you guys couldn't grasp why we weren't concerned about kicking it and folly and bullshit. Because while we were out there prophesying and teaching you fucking peons and people, you were looking at us like we were crazy because we weren't kicking it, going to the restaurants and clubbing and fucking lusting after bitches and skirt chasing, all this other bullshit. We weren't doing that. We was focused on the things of the Lord. And you people all looked at us as like we was the crazy ones. Well, being conformed to the world, you just got yourself set up in a trap. Because now all the things of the world is being taken away from you. And that was a trap to get you sucked in to worship the things of the world. That way the fucking enemy that controls the world can control you. So now when he takes away your shopping malls, you're so obsessed with wanting to go shopping again, you're willing to do everything by putting a mask on to go back to the mall again. You want to do anything and everything to be able to go on a vacation again to fucking Orlando, Florida. You want to do anything and everything again to go to Disney World just one more time. Mm-hmm. But we've been warning you people that shit is bullshit. That means absolutely nothing. The Lord cares nothing about that. This is the real life, the real kingdom. And you didn't cherish it. Right. So therefore, you never came into the knowledge. So when fucking death and destruction comes upon you, you deserve everything that's getting ready to happen to you, man. Mm-hmm. Because you wanted to be obsessed with the bullshit. You wanted to be obsessed with going to celebrate Christmas. Every single year, you're so brainwashed, you got to put money away to save up for fucking Christmas presents and to go buy a fucking tree. And you have a mass of 100,000 people plus millions of people doing the exact same thing simultaneously worldwide.
Right. That's the spirit too, because that Christmas shit is dead.
Really?
Christmas, Halloween, that shit been dead for the past. Thanksgiving, that shit been dead for the past couple of years, right. Man. Past couple of years, ain't no, but like you know these bitches, these thoughts out here keeping Halloween alive. Yeah. But the rest of that shit, people don't get into that shit.
That's right.
4th of July, they ain't like 4th of July 2005.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
What the same.
Yeah, it's dead. It's over.
You had a bunch of niggas popping fireworks. That was really the only form of entertainment they had during the damn shutdown.
Really?
So you had niggas just buying fireworks. How many motherfuckers got fucking burned up by that shit? Right. Probably all types of accidents. Niggas losing their mind, man. Mm-hmm. You kicked it like no other this past New Year. And you was celebrating the coming New Year. Hey, here you go, the Most High. Here's your New Year for you, motherfucker.
Shit, past 5 years.
You know?
That's right, bro.
So this is what you get. This is what you get for trusting in this world, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, out.
This is Mark 3, verse 23. Just to wrap it back into the title we were going through, Purge election year, because it starts with the division. You know, whether it's gonna be Republican, Democrat, it's gonna be Esau and Jake, man. This is all, formulated by Yahweh Shemel Shah. This is Mark 3, verse 23, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. So America, Democrats, Republicans, conservative and liberals, left and right. It's got to a point where, in the past they used to be able to be civil. They used to be cordial with each other. Now it's got to the point where they can't fucking stand each other. It's like Crips and Bloods out here, man.
Right, exactly.
And it said if a house
the red versus the blue.
Yeah.
And that's what they say too. Like what they say, I heard this a lot of times that, oh, Democrats and Republicans, we agree on 97%. But why the fuck y'all fighting? Why y'all want to shed blood? Because it's the spirit. The spirit is bringing y'all against each other.
Yeah. Kendrick said Democrats and Republicans.
Right.
Hey, but Mark 3 and 25, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end, man. So at the end of the day, the only solution is bloodshed. There's no sitting at the table between Jacob and Esau. There's no sitting at the table between liberal and conservative, between anybody, man. At the end of the day, in America, we're gonna have to duke it out and see who lasts, man. And the thing is, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we know who gonna last, man. The elect.
That's right.
All these motherfuckers is dumb pieces, but the elect. We just pray, Lord willing, we be those men. But the Lord gave a guarantee that He's gonna deliver His men up out this shit, man.
That's right.
So, hey, at the end of the day, it's gonna start off with a civil unrest, but it's gonna get way worse than that as we went into. You know, we just pray, Lord willing, we be the ones that stand tall at the end of the day, man.
That's right.
That's all I got.
Alright, so that's it. Brothers Willie, brothers was edified by this lesson. You know, this is it for America. Purge election year. We pray, hope Yahweh Bashir Yahushua said destruction upon, you know, the time when the election comes out. So we're gonna close. Give all praises to Yahweh
Bashir Yahushua Bashir Rakakadash.
Double honors goes out to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to all you brothers that's tuning in. Shalom.
Shalom.